Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about episode 4 of Reacher Season 1. A lot happens in this episode, from hidden clues to shocking secrets and a tragic ending. Let's go through everything step by step in simple English. The episode begins with Reacher checking Spivey's body for any clues. He doesn't find much except some tobacco. Then he carefully puts Spivey's body in the trunk next to the two dead Spanish men. Right after that, Finley calls Reacher. He tells him that Hubble has been lying to his wife, Charlie. He hasn't worked at the bank for a year. Finley also gets a tip about a burnt car found on a farm. Reacher and Finley go to check it out. Reacher sees that the car was burned on purpose, probably using something like fuel and a match. He finds the VIN number to try and confirm if it's Joe's car. When Roscoe arrives, she and Reacher check the trunk. Reacher tells her about something that happened in Iraq. A village of kids was being abused. Reacher saved them and gave the adults a choice, but it ended badly, and many of them died. The Kleiner family used this story to make Reacher look like a killer. Reacher and Roscoe then hide the bodies and rent a room near the airport. He pays with cash he took from the dead bodies. Reacher prepares the room in case someone follows them. Later, Molly Beth calls and says she's bringing important files. She'll land at 5 a.m., but Roscoe tells her to take a train to 5 Point Station instead, where there are fewer cameras. After the call, Reacher and Roscoe become close and sleep together. The next day, they visit Mrs. Jobling to ask about Pete. She says Pete lives in Brookhaven. Reacher and Roscoe go there and meet Pete's wife, Judy. She's not sad about Pete's death and says he was in a shady business. She leads them to the garage where Pete kept air conditioner boxes, but the boxes are empty. Reacher realizes Pete might have used these boxes to hide fake cash for Kleiner. The fake money could have come from South America to Florida, and Pete drove it back using the boxes as a cover. Meanwhile, Finley gets in trouble at work. Teal is angry about what happened at Kleiner's office and tells Finley to do background checks on a list of felons. If he doesn't, he'll be removed from the case, so Finley has to follow orders. Later, Finley gets a coded call from Picard. Picard says Charlie and the kids are safe. He wants to hand over his files in person. Reacher meets him at a secure place. Picard tells him they found someone named Ron Hassey at a motel. That was Joe's fake name in the past, so this could be linked to Joe. When they reach the motel, they see that the South Americans found the place first. Still, Reacher finds a hidden note in the trash bag. The note mentions Jobling's garage and Gray's Kleiner file. It also has some numbers and codes. Before they can figure it out, gunmen attack them. Reacher and Finley run, but the attackers are after Reacher. Roscoe shows up just in time to save them, but she's upset that Reacher risked himself for her. Later, Finley calls and says Stevenson might be a dirty cop. He may have heard Picard's voice and could ruin the whole plan. Reacher, Roscoe, and Finley meet secretly again to look at Joe's note. The numbers might link to Animal Feed, a note in the shoe, and even an environmental agency in Memphis. Reacher needs help, so he calls Frances Neagley, someone he trusts a lot. He gives her all the info and asks her to find more clues. At the train station, the group goes to meet Molly. But in the crowd, they lose her near the escalator. Reacher follows the trail and finds her suitcase on the train tracks. The files are missing. Then he finds Molly bleeding on the ground. Sadly, she dies there. The team is back to square one. That's how episode 4 of Reacher Season 1 ends, with heartbreak, danger, and even more mysteries. Don't forget to subscribe for the next episode recap. See you soon.